The DVSA is running an extended trial of 3 changes to our driving test. Their reasoning: statistics show that 48% of fatalities and serious crashes involving young drivers happen on our rural roads. The changes to the test really involve making the drive a more real-life experience and targeting faster moving and rural roads. So fatalities are higher on rural roads. So this sounds a logical shift, right? Or does it? The DVSA pledged that they would reduce the waiting times on driving tests to 7 weeks by December 2025. That's now been extended to the summer of 2026. No surprises there that they haven't managed to meet the deadline. So the DVSA has said that the changes are to make the driving test more real world. The routes will aim to target the faster flowing roads and the rural roads rather than traditionally the more urban areas. So the changes being trialled are reducing the amount of stops from 4 to 3, which will apparently allow them to access the faster flowing roads. Reducing the amount of times the emergency stop is done from 1 in 3 to 1 in 7, which again happens on slower moving roads. And giving the examiner more freedom, essentially allowing the full test could be done on a sat-nav, which I think is a good thing. So on the surface, this looks like a move to improve road safety. But could there be another motive? In a recent video, I discussed the DVSA and how their lack of attention to driving instructors is being influenced by the pressure to reduce test waiting times. Currently, the pass rate is around 48%, meaning 52% of learners that go up for a driving test fail and have to go back into the system, piling on more pressure to an already overloaded structure. But what if you could quietly increase the pass rate without openly admitting that that's the goal? Here's why I'm suspicious. There's no data I can find online as to where driving tests have failed in terms of the types of roads. So let me use my data. Since 2021, I've taken 137 learners to driving tests and 31 of those have failed. Let's break down those fails. 23 happened in urban areas. Things like traffic lights, junction observations, pedestrian crossings, the busyness of the urban environment. 5 happened on A roads and dual carriageways, and just 3 occurred on rural roads. Now, bear in mind, I use 5 test centres, all of which I'm in Norfolk and Suffolk, have rural roads readily available to them and are on test routes currently. So that's less than 10% of the fails happening on the very roads that the DVSA now wants to prioritise. If this trend holds nationwide, reducing exposures to urban areas could well boost the pass rates. Let's put numbers on it. In 2024, this many driving tests took place. Now, if we take the current pass rate of roughly 48%, that's this many passes. Now, if the pass rate rose to just a moderate increase up to 55%, that would put the numbers now well over 1 million. An increase of over 135,000 passes. Imagine what that does to the pressure on the system. And look at the top 10 reasons that people fail. Most of these occur in urban environments. Junctions, traffic lights, roundabouts, moving off safely, more changes in speed, more multi-lane traffic light systems. Rural roads, by contrast, offer fewer complex interactions, less exposure to urban hazards, fewer fails. So is this really about road safety, or is the DVSA quietly reshaping the test to increase the pass rate and reduce the pressure on waiting times? Maybe I'm onto something? Maybe I'm overthinking. But when the trial results come in, the DVSA's next move will reveal a lot.